Welcome back to KORT.HQ. Today we're gonna be replacing the fuel pump on the E60
528i. Got this one, Bosch fuel pump. About to unbox this for y'all right now.
Gentle with the merch, but one better. Ooh.
I'm liking that.
That's that Bosch. Look right here, guys. That Bosch. Yup. Damn. That shit look new.
Long gas piece.
Alright. You ready? Alright guys, so we're gonna take off the engine cover. We need to release all of the fuel pressure. Okay, now the cover's out the way. The pressure, it should be, so you move this to the side, right? Move that up, and then it should be right there. So you remove this cap. This right there is a little plastic piece. You can just move that to the side. You don't have to unplug anything. And then that's it right there.
So we got a little towel sitting under here, and we're just gonna push in on this Schrader with a little screwdriver just to release a little bit of pressure, and hopefully leave us with less cleanup and mess when we're doing this job. That's it. Air pressure released.
That was all of the pressure, and you see it only came out a little bit. So the fuel pump, it still turns on like it works, but there's no pressure. As you see, it released real fast.
So inside the car, we gotta take up the back seat, and it's really easy actually. All you have to do is just come in here and you just pull up. You heard it?
Look, it popped out
On
in
this
place
side,
already.
He's gonna do that side.
Ooh. Up. Slide it out.
We have to disconnect the lines on the bottom of the unit on this side, and then we can undo that side and then pull the whole hoses and everything out from that side. So this is what we're gonna be using. We're gonna be using a mallet, flathead, screw gun, and a 10 mil. You don't have to use a screw gun. I'm just using it for convenience, but the 10 mil is the important part. So we're gonna pull up this flap, and then under here, right, you can see that there's 4 10 mils, right? So we're gonna take these off. Move this plate out the way.
The
And
camera
then
quality
on
is
top,
supposed to get better, guys.
there's gonna be this hose, right? We're gonna unplug this hose, and then we're gonna undo this locking ring with the mallet and the flathead. We got some towels, and we're gonna hopefully catch as much of this as possible. And then we're just gonna move it off to the side, tuck it out underneath here.
Think. Well, you know.
Pull that off. Set this in here.
Got the kick.
Move that locking ring out the way. And then,
Okay guys, so you're actually able to twist and pull the whole module out, and then that's for easier access.
so we have the unit out now on the driver's side, and we will now be able to undo the fuel pump and pull that out. But first I wanted to show you guys the disc connecting point. So we have a hose that connects right here with the two push-in tabs on the side. You just squeeze those in. Like, it helps if you push it in a little bit first and then squeeze them, because it releases it, right? But after you squeeze them all the way in, then you could just wiggle it off, get that hose disconnected. And then down here, we have an electrical connector. It's a push down tab. So you just push down on the tab, right? Like, you squeeze it with your fingers and then pull that part out. And then this part was a little bit difficult, but it's really just, you have to push this tab right here, right? There's a little tab on there. You got to push this down, and then that will release this clip. If you guys can see that, this clip, see that? And then that hose should be able to come out. This just locks it in for the next piece too. So now we're gonna set that back down, and then we'll start undoing the fuel pump side and pull that part out. Let's see.
Okay guys, so
Let's see.
alright guys, so you gotta use the panel popper tool. Use that to remove the plastic pieces out of the way. And then we have to move the cord out the way, the cordage, so that we could pull the flap up, and then repeat the process that we did on this side. Flip up the flap.
And then you wanna hold this?
Yep.
And then so we have, like, on the other side, we have another 4 10mm bolts. Get those out the way too. Let me
Pick up all those. Can't lose those, guys. Can't lose those. That was a little reckless what he did. Could have fell in there.
We professionals though. Move that out the way.
Electrical connector.
Electrical connector. We use this flathead. Undo this clip that holds on this connector, right? Just like that. And then it should just pop up.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Damn, that shit popped up. My bad, guys.
Nah, it's fine. But yeah, so be careful. You pull the slider back, and then it will disconnect these, and then you just pull up. And yeah, be careful, because it might have some resistance on it. So just, you know what I'm saying? Due diligence. And then now that we have this out the way, we can go ahead and get this lock ring off like we did on the other side, and just use the hammer and
The
screwdriver. So we're not gonna lie, don't use the hammer and the don't use the hammer and the flathead screwdriver technique. That broke the fuel pump. But it's because if you take a look right here, this tab, it needs to stay in this position in order for the locking ring to release. Because if you do it with the hammer method, it will actually move this tab out of it and start rotating the whole assembly itself. And that's what happened. And then it cracked it. But if you just get the right tool, shit, we didn't even have to do nothing special. Just use the right tool and that motherfucker came off easy. Now we just gonna pull this joint out. Lucky for us though, we're replacing this, so
we don't need that broken shit anyway.
So yeah, it's okay that it broke a little bit, but
okay guys, that shit is fucking full, bro.
Teams is full. No bueno, guys. No bueno. Oh shit.
Spaghetti.
Oh shit. Yes.
Gotta tell, bro.
Captain Towel-san.
That's the fuel pump right there.
So we just gonna tuck this in there a little bit. You feel me? Just to catch some of that shit, but we do wanna pull this out. Tilt it up a little bit.
You hear it draining?
Let that shit drain out in there. Try to catch as much of it back inside the tank as possible. See the float. There's the exit straw. Or the pickup straw, should I say. And we're just gonna pull this shit out. Remember guys, it's connected all the way to the other side with these hoses. So I have to pull those out. You feel me? Grab this.
Once again guys, make sure you do it with little to no fuel at all.
So we need to pull up that side, right? Pull that unit up.
I was gonna do that when they come grab it.
Yeah. There they are. See that shit? Yeah.
So he
pulled them through to the other side, and pulling them through allows this now to sit down the correct way. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. So sits down just like that. The seal is nice and juicy still, so I'm not even gonna replace that yet. You should though, but I'm not going to. Shit. But yeah, you just want to make sure that this tab right here on the top of the fuel pump goes into these grooves on the locking ring. You see that? Perfect. And now we can take this this is the locking ring. That's the retaining ring. The lock ring retaining ring, right? So we're gonna put this lock ring on top of that and reseal this bitch out. But yeah, just make sure that that tab falls into that spot. Just like that. Set this on there flush. Go ahead and get it started by hand. And then it should hit a spot. Yeah, you hear that? Oh yeah. Perfect. Shit. Grab the tool.
We have to go get the tool, guys. That's why we told you. Don't do the hammer thing.
Oh, here. Place it in there on the thing like that. Now. Close that up. Not too tight. Like that.
That should be good.
Mm-hmm. Can't undo with my hand, and then we could just plug this side back up.
Just connect the electrical connector, then that big one right there, and then the hose.
Should be able to reach up here.
It does. Yeah, it does.
So look, check this out. So I like to do this one first because it's the hardest one. Shit. Let me put this in there. Yeah. All right, bet. Now this O-ring goes in here. There we go. There it goes, huh?
Yep.
All right, bet. Now,
So he slid that into place.
you wanna
not all
click
the way.
it.
There
heard it
it
click?
goes. Yep.
Now you know it's in place, right? And then we grab this electrical connector, right?
It goes into right there.
Make sure this isn't blocking the float. Oh, yeah, there we go. In there. Connect that up. And then the last one, or the first one to take off, because it's the easiest, is the push tabs on the side. That one just clicks back on. And then you just drop that in there. Make sure that this hose gets past the seal, and then it should drop all the way in there. Same thing on the other side, or same thing as like on the other side. You want to make sure that this tab right here is lined up with the tabs on the retaining ring, right? Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, there we go, right? Make sure it's positioned in there good, right? See that? Just like that. And then it's spring loaded. So that's why I'm constantly
Holding it
pushing it back, yeah. So slide that over. Make sure that that is lined up. You see that? And then start it by hand. Let's see. Flush it. Perfect. Start it by hand. You see that? Pass me the tool. Important thing to note for the part from before is to make sure that the float goes over the top of the hoses instead of under them, because you'll see later on in the video that the hoses keep the level meter from showing you how much fuel is actually in the tank. Nice. Now, we just take this hose, or we'll get rid of these towels, right? From earlier's mess. And then grab that hose that we tucked away. See that?
Boom. Clicks on.
Right back on. That's it. Now we just reverse technique, put everything back together, and then we'll come back when we start it up.
Alright guys, we're gonna start the car and stuff or whatever. Test it out. Okay guys, so the car started and it started first try. It took a little bit because it needs to get fuel going through. I have no fuel. I need to go get gas. So looks like it works. Okay guys, so we finished the fuel pump. There was some technical difficulties with the odometer because the hoses were on top of the actual pump itself. We need the hoses to be under, so we just took out everything, put the hose under the thing, and now we're just gonna start it up. Look, started right up. The codes, they should go away, and the fuel, it actually works, you know, it went up. And yeah, I think it should be fine. That's how you replace the fuel pump.